Yo guys, and welcome to Gen Scorpio. My name is Spellsync and I am so pumped to change minds and make the world a better place. So let's see if I can hear myself. That would be really awesome. I can hear myself now. Awesome. Cool. So for this episode I have decided to put lots of notes down because I wanted it to be special. It's the 7th episode, and you know what 7 is? It is the number of community. It's the house, astrological house of community, friendship, and partnerships. And that's what our generation is all about. It's about community. We are tired of being labeled. We want to just come together and be one. Be one with the world, be one with the community, and just get rid of all the crap that are keeping us from evolving as a society and as a civilization. So, who are the generation decentralization? Who are the Gen Y, the millennials, the Gen Z, the iGen, the Gen Scorpio? We are humans. Fun fact, we're humans. We're not something special, but at the same time, all of us are special. But if all of us are special, isn't that normal? So if you're not special, you're not normal. So if you're not special, you're crazy. What even is crazy? Have you ever thought about what crazy is? Crazy is something that is not normal. What is normal? What the majority is. And the majority of people in the world today are crazy. So it's crazy to be normal. So yeah. Think about that. I think that is an amazing statement. It's crazy to be normal. And it's normal to be crazy. So, I figured out that now is the time. Today is the day. We are introducing the next generation to the world. To YouTube. To Facebook. To Twitter. This message will be everywhere on social media. And this is just the start of a revolution. Today, the 16th of the 4th, 2019, 16th of April, in the Aries season, soon to be Taurus, soon to be conjunct with what is called. The sun is gonna be on the top of Uranus in Taurus. And that's gonna blow people's minds because it's gonna be so good. But at the same time, it's gonna crush so many people. Like, can you imagine the Tauruses? Like, the Tauruses are gonna be like, oh, what the fuck is happening with my life? Because Uranus and the sun is on top of your sign. So, why are we creating a generation or revolution? Because our generation and the generation after, I don't know, I'm just calling us Generation Scorpio. But I know that I got lots of Sagittarius, Pluto and Sagittarius people watching me as well. And I don't want you to feel left out. I think as I started it, it was kind of like, as I started it, I was kind of thinking, oh, this should be for Pluto in Scorpio. But over the last days, I've been really connecting with the new vibe that is coming to Earth and all these teens and kids growing up, and I realized that I'm not making this for my generation or even the Pluto generation, because I'm creating it for everyone. And I think that if you call it Pluto and Scorpio, yeah, sure, but it's a label. We don't need them. It's just a label. And I want a label-free society. So I shouldn't even limit it to Scorpios. But Scorpio is the energy we need right now. Because Uranus is in Taurus, which is the second house on the zodiac wheel from a traditional standpoint. And that means that Taurus is the house of possessions. And Uranus is gonna take away your possession. What you think you have, you're not gonna have it anymore. And boom, you know what that is? That is the foundation of the future. That is what you thought you liked, but you didn't like, because it was fake. Like, think about social media. People are creating fake memories with fake friends telling fake stories about fake experiences, about fake people, sharing fake similarities, wearing the fake clothes. Like, everything in society is fake. And that's what you are experiencing when you're growing up. You're realizing that anything and everything you ever believed is an illusion. Everything is fake. It's just created. Like, if we go to labels, think about evil and good. Some people say that something is evil. Why is it evil? Evil is just a label. And it depends completely what you define evil as. Is evil a lesser version of good? Is it like a horrible person? Is it breaking the laws? Evil can be anything you want. Like, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna use a stupid example. This stone is square because I say it is. And no matter what you say, you can't change my mind. So for me, I'm identifying this stone as a square. So when I'm saying that this is a square and you say I'm wrong in your perception, but I'm not wrong in my perception. I'm right. So that's why people are saying that, oh, it's wrong to eat meat. No, it isn't wrong, because for me it's right. It may be wrong for you, but who are you to dictate my perception? Who are you to decide what choices I'm making in my life? You don't control me, and that's what the government and companies need to start to realize, that, oh, we got a bunch of people trying to figure out who they are. Maybe we should help them, instead of creating obstacles and just saying that, oh, you're crazy. Like, crazy is just an excuse to say that, oh, I don't understand you, so I'm not gonna invest time to figure out who you are. That's how we are. Like, us men, we are saying that women are crazy. And maybe they are. But what is our perception of crazy? My perception of crazy is different than somebody else. Like, I'm saying that my ex is crazy, but that is based on my experience and what I define as crazy. Crazy to me is not seeing logical stuff. Like, if you... But at the same time, that makes me crazy, because I'm not understanding her logic. And she's not understanding mine, so we just kind of clashing against each other. Nobody is understanding anything. So what do you think of this? Let me know in the comment section below or in the chat. We are live now on YouTube. And the next point I want to bring up is that through this discovery phase that our generation, I'm just saying our generation because it's so many age groups, but I just want to say the world changers of society. So many people are romanticizing mental health. And that's kind of a two-edged sword, because in a way it's important to have focus on mental health, and you see just from January 2019 you have seen a massive increased amount of people starting to talk about mental health issues on TV, in radio, in podcasts, and it's amazing, except that people are using it to get fame. Like, I've heard so many girls, especially, I've also heard boys say it, but especially girls are like, oh, my anxiety made me do this. No, your anxiety doesn't make you do things. Your choices make you do things. If you're blaming your anxiety, that's not the anxiety's problem. That's your problem. Like, mental health issues is just a new reason to not take action. And that's a dangerous trap to go to. I don't want to end there. And I hope you don't either. But why are people using anxiety as a way to get away? Because it's just like, it's a label. And people are creating an identity based on a label. Like this if you have anxiety. No, don't like this if you have anxiety, because it's bad to have anxiety. I'm not shaming you, saying that you're a bad person for having anxiety, because you're not. But you need to recognize that anxiety is kind of hindering you. It could help you, of course. I don't rule out that possibility. But at the same time, I think it's important to realize that, oh, anxiety is actually something you kind of would get rid of or use as your advantage. And I kind of understand people saying that, oh, that's so relatable, having anxiety. And I've heard that the Generation Z, people in their teens at the moment, they are having sort of a, oh, I'm gonna die, haha, YOLO. Like, they're even more YOLO than my generation. So, instead of changing what can be changed, like we can, we got a voice, and we need to use that voice responsible. True responsibility. Like, I know that I will become an influencer on the internet. That's just inevitable. And by that time, I need to be clear on my values. I need to be clear that my viewpoints are my viewpoints. I don't want you to follow in my footsteps, but I want to help you think for yourselves. I don't want to say that's how it is, because that might not be how it is for you. I want to help you understand that there's alternatives to what you believe. There's alternatives to what you've been told. There's so much suppressed emotions in our society. I've had it for myself. 15 years, I just completely rejected emotions. I didn't want to cry. I used my anger to just exercise, planning stuff in the secret. And people are exploiting this right now. They are creating relatable emotions. Like, as you heard on the song in the intro, it was Ava Max with So Am I. And she's kind of turning the dark sides of her into passion. And since everybody else have this dark sides as well, they are relating to it. But what is really important for her is to be a role model and say that I'm turning it to society, and I don't want people to connect with the feelings per se. You would connect with the feelings, but you don't want to encourage people to have anxiety, but you want to encourage people to talk about anxiety so they can get help. And I want to talk about that as well, because I'm going to a psychiatrist at the moment. And I fought it. I haven't wanted to do it for years, but it's actually helping. I'm talking about my childhood, and for the first time in my life, I feel understood. I feel actually somebody care about my story. And it might be her job, but at the same time, it feels good to get recognized. It feels good to get recognition for what you have experienced, and not being told that, oh, you're crazy. I've even asked her, am I crazy? Because I don't know if I'm crazy. And she asked, why do you think you're crazy? And I said, because everybody say I'm crazy. And then she tried to get me to define what they meant with crazy. And I told her that if I would have not been so awake as I am, and kind of looked at myself from the outside, I would probably label myself as crazy as well. I would say, oh, that guy is crazy. But crazy is just different. So I should probably, instead of calling my ex crazy, I should say she's different. She's not my type anymore. I thought she was. I was wrong. And I should probably forgive her for being different. I know I got grudge against her because I got a Scorpio moon and I feel grudge deep. Like, if you're on my block list, you need a miracle to get out, because I just cut you out of my life for good. But at the same time, like I'm saying, having a Scorpio moon, that's kind of an excuse for being an asshole. Even though it's a character trait I have, but at the same time I'm using my zodiac as a label and trying to live in a label-free society. Yeah. It's kind of hard. I'm not sure if we ever will have a label-free society. But what I think it is important for our generation and for the world to understand is that even though we won't have a label-free society, we will have a society where we understand labels and don't discriminate labels. Because that's what we are going through right now. We are going through something. Let me get on my Facebook, because I wrote a post about this about a year ago, I think. And it's really fascinating. To me, at least. Let's see. Knura. I should probably have this open already, but just getting told about my spirit guides to go. Understand. Let's see. Not there. Come on. Okay. Let me see. Just a moment, guys. If you're watching this, say hi in the comments, either on the recording or the chat, because that would be awesome. I'm just gonna check that my microphone is working. Okay, cool, it's working. Awesome. I could probably go closer. Let me see if I can adjust my microphone. Is this better? Let me know. Problem is, if I'm screaming, then it's kind of hard to... what is called? Allow the microphone to be non-squeaky, I guess. So, let's see. I got a prediction. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Come on, I know I got it. Okay. I've actually done a lot on my Facebook. I didn't remember all of this, but it's actually interesting. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one is awesome. I think it's this one. Yeah. So every decade has a theme. And I originally thought that 2020 was the robot decade, where we had to focus on keeping human values. But now I'm gravitating more towards mass adoption of enlightenment. Meditation is the newest trend, but soon more accepted ways will be discovered. And I've wrote this 16th of September 2018, which literally is 7 months ago, and today is the 7th episode. Kind of crazy. So, in the 1990s, it was multiculturalism. We started to see races being accepted in society. Like, for so long, people have been afraid of the other race colors. I don't understand that. Like, I'm white on paper, but my skin is pink-ish. And I even used a color picker on myself in... I used a color picker on myself in a photo editing program, and it said that my color was called Cameo or something. I'm not sure. Like, that's not white. I've almost been brown by taking tanning. So, yeah, call me white, but I don't care. Like, I don't understand all this racism shit. Why are we focusing on races? Like, okay, you're black, so what? Sure, you wanna, like, black slavery, black oppression, black community. Yeah, sure, label yourself if you want, but hey, don't ruin my life because you choose to do that. And I'm not saying that to be racist. I also believe that white privilege doesn't exist. Like, privilege doesn't exist at all. Like, what even is privilege? Oh, you're privileged because you're a man? No. I'm not the product of somebody else's bad decisions. Like, it's so infuriating to me because, like, people focusing on, oh, you're white. You don't have problems. Of course I have problems. I'm a human. I'm not white. I'm a human. Like, white isn't even a color. And Chinese people aren't even yellow, but people call them yellow. I don't know why. Like, I'm Norwegian, but yeah, but what even is Norway? Norway is just a system. And it has certain values and a culture. But yeah. And I even saw this, what is it called? I even saw this video on YouTube where, like, oh, white people don't have culture. Are you stupid? Like, of course, there's culture in every country. It's not like the black culture is equal in every black colored country. And even in black colored countries, there's white people or light skinned people living. So why do we even care about it? It doesn't matter. Okay, you're black, so what? Okay, you're Christian. Okay, you're Islam. Okay, you're a Hinduist. So what? Be whoever you want to be. Like, I think that's the problem with society today. People are hiding behind masks, and when I picked out this outfit today, like, I was like, I wanna wear a pink shirt because I like how it goes with the grey, but I needed something on my head, so I found this hat, and it actually looks sick, to be honest. And I don't care what you think about my outfit. Like, I like it, and as long as I like it, I will wear it. Like, if you discriminate me because of my color or my like, if you discriminate me because of my color, my outfit, or anything about me, even my personality, if you discriminate me at all, I don't care. It's your loss. Like, yeah, you can even call me Nazi. I don't care. Like, call me a bitch. I don't like it's a label. I don't care about labels. You got nothing on me. Like, you could say that. Yeah, give me an insult in a comment. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, I'm infinite. I'm me, and nobody else are me. Nobody can be better being me than me. And I can never become you. I don't want to be you because I'm happy being me. And I think being me is awesome. And I think this episode is gonna be really long because I've been just going through the comments I made, and it's shitloads of stuff left. So I'm probably gonna cut it into multiple podcast episodes or whatever. If it's going on for 2 hours to 3 hours, I don't know. And I will read comments. Let me see if there are some comments. Yeah, Clear Blue Jay says the older generations make it complicated sometimes. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I think that it's justified because racism is really just fear of another race. But I have friends with all kinds of colors of skin. And I don't look at my Islamic friends as Muslims. I look at them as friends. I use their names. Yeah, sure, name is a label, but hey, we need some labels to be able to address people. And even those people that are I don't even know what they are called anymore. Like transgender. Like, sure, be what you are. And why do you care? And as I said on the live stream yesterday, it was a really long live stream. I had to delete it because I got like 12 copyright strikes, and I was like, oh shit, I need to get it away. But in the next decade, people are gonna come out as aliens in the news, and it's gonna be okay. And you know why? Because with all this transgenderism and all this identity crisis in the media, people have realized that, oh, I can actually get punished or put in jail for being discriminating against others' identities. So when you come out as an alien, you would imagine FBI coming to visit you. But that's racism. Or speciesism. Or I don't even know anymore. Like, it's so weird because yes, we're humans, but we also have like psychic powers, and it's just so interesting how the world is coming. Because 10 years ago, you would never think about people identifying themselves as a cat. But now there are people who dress up like cats and believe they are cats. And who's to say that's wrong? That's just their perception of the world. Sure, you can call them crazy. I've probably done it myself. But it's just the incredible variety of humans. Like, when you have... Let's try to give a good example. Take a soccer team or a football team. Like, you have the keeper, you have the defense, you have the offense, and you have a striker. And all those are soccer players. Even though they have different identity. So what if a black and a white person have different skin? They're both humans. Maybe a black human is different than a white human, but does it even matter? Can't we just go along and be friends? create community. It's so weird how the world is developing. Let's see some comments. People are still killed for being trans. Yeah, that's true. But it will change eventually. Because now kids are growing up being used to having trans people around them, and with increased opportunity and divine timing, everything will just mash together and be a unity. And that's kind of the irony of the failed feminism in the world. Like, feminism is such a what is called? Feminism is such a bad thing at the moment, because you're kind of trying to use a label to separate yourself from society when you really should unify yourself. And that is kind of hilarious how the independent artist like Ava Max is trying to create a better world by saying everyone should be different because so am I. So should we be different and work towards the same goal? Should we be different, creating different communities? Or should we just be one? Like, I think that's really interesting. And feminism used to be for equality, but now it's actually for women's rights. But in most countries in the world, women have equal rights to men. So feminism at the moment is more a man-hating thing. And I'm not saying feminists are bad. I'm just saying that the movement has been evolving and it's not what it was. And this is causing major disruption in the dating scene. Like, I know men that say that they would never date a feminist or a vegan, because that's just, they don't connect with that identity. The identity you want to portray in the media isn't something they would like, and that's kind of discriminating, but at the same time it's a choice. And feminism is starting to become really toxic. Like, I know guys who have never raped a girl in their life, always treated girls nice. They feel they have to record consent and take a fucking contract with them on the city if they happen to get a girl with them home, so they can get her signing a contract to having sex. And that's ridiculous. It's actually an app that is recording consent. But now people have said that, oh, you can withdraw consent under the act, but you can also use verbal or non-verbal disconsent or whatever. I'm not sure about the word. Like, if you are in a position you don't like, you need to use words, you need to use your actions to show that that isn't something you like. And that's completely fine. Every reasonable guy would stop it, of course. Like, we're not predators, we're just confused humans trying to read minds. And I know this kind of a rant, but I think it's important with all the feminism saying that it's toxic masculinity. Yeah, but it's toxic femininity as well. And there's both two sides of the bad thing. And even if we go so far as looking at what is a divine feminine is a woman that is comfortable being herself no matter what role she chooses to play. If she wanna be at home, if she wanna be in the kitchen, if she wanna be in the workforce, if she wanna have kids, if she don't wanna have kids. Like, I see women on the internet kind of making anti-feminism, saying that, oh, you're not a woman if you don't wanna have kids. Like, they're even fighting their own gender. What even is feminism anymore? It's just blown out of proportions. But toxic masculinity is real. People are saying stupid stuff, but it's usually jokes. But it's not like they are treating women like object. I don't believe anyone are. Sure, some fuckboys are trying to sleep around, but that's because it's giving them popularity in the friends group. And to be honest, if I was in that friends group, I would probably leave, because that's not something with my values. And most of my Norwegian friends are players. Not fuckboys, but players. Fuckboys kind of emotionally manipulate girls. Players are just men that sleep around. Like, you can call them a man whore. But hey, that's just a label, so back to the label thing again. And because I hang out with so many players when I first are out on the town, which is very seldom, like, then people are saying, oh, you're a player as well. No, I'm not a player. I just have player friends. Like, it's not like I'm identifying with these guys, or it's not a movement I'm supporting. I'm just like their personalities, because they're actually really great guys with high sex drive. And that's actually high sex drive and freedom to express high sex drive and freedom to express yourself is actually a part of feminism. So toxic masculinity is actually feminism in a weird way. At least it's what the original feminism was. But I know also toxic masculinity in kind of like men are defending their workforce because they have identified with their work so hard that when women says that, oh, we want to work as well, they're kind of scared. But that's because they are identifying with work. So when you are kind of all the men in work are just in self-defense, because women say that, oh, we can do it as good as men. Yeah, maybe you can. I'm not saying you can or you can't, but to say that you are the same as a man is devaluing a man's value in the world. And that's making men terrifying. They're terrified of being replaced. Like, there's a political party in Norway that says that, oh, they want to help single women get pregnant without a man. That's fucking scary. Because why do you even need men? Like, if we don't even participate in the creational thing, and now people are saying that, oh, you don't mothers can play the role of a father. No, you can't. It's different. It's different roles. Like, a kid needs both of them. And sure, some women can play, or not play, can act, not act, can perform as a dad, of course. But you still have, like, in my body, I have testosterone, more testosterone than estrogen. And you can't say that you as a woman can do exactly what I can, because we have different inner parts. Our brains are different. We are, like, literally, the female and the male brain are different. You can't say we're the same, because we're not. And that's not bad. That's actually good. It's difference. We need to embrace difference in society. And I'm not saying that women can't be fathers, because they can to some degree, but you still often, what, and I've experienced this myself, is if a woman grows up in a parenthood, in a family without a male role figure, she doesn't really have any role model for how to grow up. And even if the father is an alcoholic, that is the same. Like, my father is not a very emotional person, and for that sake, I didn't have any emotional role model, which made me think that my emotions are bad, my emotions are weird. And some could say that, but my mom could never replace my dad. Like, it just, the biology is different, and thought patterns are different. Yeah, it's just different. You need both genders. Even though you identify as a man, you're not a man because your biology. But if you change your biology, that's another completely different thing. And I know this turning into a rant. It's not supposed to be a rant. Now I'm gonna check some YouTube comments. Let's see. Rapist or reasonable? What? Well, yeah, but lesbians, you don't have the man instinct. You don't have the man. You don't have the societal pressure and the direction that and stuff learned from manhood. There's a reason that brotherhood exists. Like, a girl would never learn about guy codes unless she does it on purpose. Like, men treat men different than they treat women. And like, it's biology, and biology, it trumps your identification. And that's not bad. It could kind of change how parenting is done. But as a man, as a boy growing up, you need a manly you need a parent that knows how society treats boys and knows how boys interact with boys, how boys are gonna respectfully date girls. Like, you can say that lesbians having kids are good, but they will still not have the instincts of a man. Like, I totally understand that it's wishful thinking that everybody would be the same, but that would actually be bad. Because it's the differences that makes us special. And yeah. No, it's not. And I'm gonna disagree with you. They are not born. Instincts are pre-programmed in our brain during generations. You are free to think what you want. My perception is different, and I accept your, How am I gonna say that? I accept your viewpoint. I disagree respectfully. I think you're wrong. Wrong doesn't necessarily mean wrong, it just means different. Like, it's hard being politically correct all the time. Like, that you say that instincts are inborn. Like, what do you even mean with that? I need to Google inborn so I can understand you. Oh yeah, okay, cool. I thought you meant that it was integrated during uprising. Cool. Like, yeah, cool. So it's something you're born with. Yeah. But still, you have to learn how to translate it into social cues. Like, I'm a man, and since my father wasn't that good at teaching me, I guess. Like, I don't want to disrespect him because he's a cool guy, and but he didn't kind of know how to raise me, I think. I'm not sure. Anyways, like, I learned social cues by watching men on YouTube. And translating them into my own logic. But at the same time, I don't think I could I don't think I could what is called I don't think I could learn societal cues for boys by a woman because I wouldn't identify with a woman. So I think kind of labels. I'm not sure if labels is a label. It's more like I see a man looking like me doing stuff that I could do, and then I visualize that I can do it as well and get the same results. So it's kind of learning by perception. And I don't see how boys could learn from male women or women do women with masculine role, women with masculine role, how they could, unless it unless you use some sort of brainwashing to make your kid believe that women could be men or men could look like women and men. This is defying all logic in my mind, but I'm just trying to be open. Like, we could end up in a really bad place if we start to treat, if we don't see the value of different people. Yeah. I think that's a good way to put it. I don't know even why I went into this rant. Oh, here in Norway, what is called? Men and women have the same wage, but what they are fighting for here is to have a nurse earn the same as a lawyer, because they feel that since the nursing profession should be as valuable as a lawyer in society, and they believe that since it's women that has mainly been nurses, that is the reason that it's a low-paying job. So here we're kind of starting to... It's a different kind of feminism. And in Norway, it could be different than in the US. It probably is. Like, feminism in Norway, women... Norway is a matriarchy, I think it's called. Like, women have more rights than men here. So I actually feel... I feel less valued as a man in Norway, to be honest. I feel women have all the rights, and it's a weird aspect, and I think at some point we will hit a point where it's too many and we will get masculism or something. But I don't think it will be masculism. It will probably be equalism or something. Yeah, I think it will be something like that. Because here it's like when you are opening a door for a lady, like I would look at that as a politeness, but some women are grateful. Some women says that it's discriminating because they're an independent woman and can do it themselves. And like men don't pay for dinner in Norway usually because they're independent women and want to pay for it themselves. But at the same time, you have certain women that are like, "Oh, I believe that men should be the hunter." Or I've heard multiple women say that, "Oh, I'm traditional," but traditional is just anti-feminism. It's just anti-equality. Like, "Oh, you're traditional. You have the viewpoints of 1950s." Like, okay, sure, be different, but don't say you like equality and you say you're traditional at the same time. If it was equality, then women should approach men, but it's men approaching women. Usually. And you know why people are having issues with... You know why people are having issues with players? And not rapists, but like toxic men? Because those men you really want, they won't approach you, because they are waiting for you to approach them. So the most obnoxious people that approach you are literally like 1% of the male population. And that's the reason you see women say like, "Oh, where are the good men?" "Oh, the good men are in your friend zone." And they are the nice guys that you say you want, but you don't really want, because you want a bad boy turn him into your boyfriend and then let him be nice towards you. So yeah, it's weird. And I'm gonna be honest to say that I never had any luck in dating when I was a nice guy. I had to change my personality, kind of. I wouldn't say that I become something I'm not, but I had to figure out what kinds of personality traits that I had that I should amplify. Like dating 101, joke a lot, make girls angry. That's a good dating tactic, actually. Like, it's really weird. No, it's not inauthentic. Because it's a part of me. I just don't... I chose to be... I chose to be I chose to show some parts of me. Like, I'm not showing all sides of me, and you're not showing all sides of you either. It's not that we have secrets, it's that we don't want to be identifying with certain things, I guess. I wouldn't say it in authenticity, because I'm authentic. I just developed. I just changed, transformed, evolved. Like I was the hopelessly romantic guy in all the romantic comedies, always being stolen the guy, stolen, what is it called? Stole the girlfriends. All of my girlfriends have been cheating on me, and it sucks. But I had to realize that, oh, I was desperate about keeping the girl because I didn't value myself. I wouldn't say it was inauthentic. It was just I sent out a certain energy because I didn't not understand, but I didn't what is it called? I didn't recognize what I did wrong, sort of. And if you're always doing the nice things, trying like, oh, I wanted to I wanted to I wanted to like me. Nah, I don't think I was around wrong people because I was pretty much alone. I didn't have any friends. So I didn't. Yeah, I guess when I started to just don't put a woman on a pedestal, it started becoming so much better. Because I was devaluing myself and valuing them too high. Oh, yeah, probably. Probably bad girls. But I think that was my conscious. That was my choice as well. Because what is it called? Because I'm completely blanked out. Um, oh yeah, because I was a shining knight of armor. I wanted to run in and save girls' lives. So I chose the most broken girls and trying to fix them. And sometimes I fixed them too good that they thought they didn't need me anymore and left me. So yeah, now I've understood that I should value myself, I should love myself. I should find a girlfriend, or not even a girlfriend. Like, I should find a partner that enhances my life instead of trying to find someone to complete me. I should try to find someone that can make my life better and that I can make her life better, and we can together create something amazing together. I think so many people are kind of scared to be lonely, as it is in the Martin Garrix song. So many people are putting up walls, always looking for a better option. And when people are starting to get into their feelings, they are scared of getting their heart broken again. And that's basically what this generation is. We're flaky people. Like, I don't like commitments. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like commitments. I need freedom. I need flexibility. Does that mean that I need to date other girls? No. That means that I need to know that you, or I need to know that my partner respects my boundaries, accept me for who I am. That's not to say I need someone else in my life, but I don't need someone in my life giving me rules, because then I would be completely turned off. If somebody tried to say that I did something wrong or something, I would be gone. Like, it's not even funny. I would block you on Facebook and bye bye. I had a Sagittarius ex that she told me, "Oh, I got a kid. She's amazing. She is 5 years." So what is called I completely lost my thought of train of thought. Yeah, I had a Sagittarius ex, and she was like, she asked me to clean the kitchen, which was fine. I cleaned the kitchen, but I didn't clean the kitchen the way she cleaned the kitchen. So she said I did it wrong, and she had to do it again, and then she blamed me for not knowing how she wanted her kitchen to be cleaned. Like, seriously, that annoys me. When people and when people expect me to do things, like, don't expect me to give you a gift, because if you expect me to do something, I will do the opposite just because you annoy me. Seriously. I like to do stuff for people. I like to help. But if people expect me to help, I'm not helping you. Forget it. And I love to give advices, but if people expect me to give advice, no. Not gonna happen. I can give you a link to someone else that can give you advice, but yeah. So yeah, we're a fucked up generation, to be honest. Because I don't think I'm alone with this. I think there are lots of people. I don't think it's ego. I think it's confidence. I think it's boundaries. I think it's difference. I think it's society. Yeah, I think it. Let's see. I have more notes. Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, that's why I like druidry, because druidry got no gender. You can be a druid if you're a male or female. I think female usually call themselves witches, but you don't follow druidry, because druidry is, you are kind of creating your own branch from druidry. So whatever you want your kind of druidry to be, that is the path you are following. And druidry is a lifestyle. It's not a religion. It's not a movement. It's just believing in nature and being good, and yeah. And I like that really much. And through my music, because I'm a druid bard. Bards are the musicians of the druid. In the ancients druidry, they are the poets and what is it called? Poets and the storytellers of druids. And I often think, what if I died today? Because I have so many unreleased music on my computer that if I died today, it would be a tragical accident. It would just be awful, and I would feel so awful in the heaven or whatever dimension I'm going to, just thinking that I left so much behind. And that's kind of why I'm creating this podcast right now, and this talk show, this website, everything I'm doing. Like, if I don't express my creativity before I'm dead, I'm gonna have so much regret. I'm gonna come back as a ghost, I think. It's just I'm gonna hate my life when I'm dead, which basically means that I'm not alive, which means that I don't have a life. So yeah. But I have had so many haters of my music, but they didn't understand me. What's my sound? I don't know. My identity. Who am I? I don't know who I am. I am infinite. I can be whatever I want to be. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's what the world is coming to. I think that's the future. I don't think who am I is the question to ask. I think the question to ask is who do I want to be? And I want to be me. I don't know about you, but I'm happy with being me. I write down notes now to show my growth and show people that it's actually possible. And I'm not the richest guy in the world at the moment, but I know that in the future I'm a billionaire. And then I can point back and show where I started. Right now we have 4 people watching, and that's amazing. I love you guys. You are giving me so much support, and I'm really appreciative. I'm gonna have so many more services coming. I can go through some of them. No, I can do it later. And something I regret from my childhood is to not have a diary. Because if I could have described what my pain was when I was bullied, and even thought that I should write down what I was doing, that would be amazing, and I could really use it in my content right now to show that it's possible for people to tackle depression. But I want to tell you that I'm not the same person I was in March. I'm not the same person I was yesterday. The new generation are waking up spiritually. Awake. And how will society respond to a generation with an ongoing identity crisis? How will the world embrace rebellious souls not fitting in the system? I think that Gen Y, millennials, the one born on 1980s, 1990s, have given the world a culture shock. And on the internet we have gotten a place to be ourselves and show our creativity. We are the creators of the memes. We are the creators of react videos on YouTube. We are the creators of revolutionary concepts that people wouldn't even think about. And the next generation that are born after 2000, those will change the world as well. And the generation after them as well. And it's gonna be an ongoing change. We will never complete it. We will never understand it. But we should try to understand that all of us has different viewpoints, and we can, as long as we change within, we can change the outside as well. So, where does this leave us? Gen Scorpio, who are we? We are the future. We are the world. We are the children of tomorrow. We are the adults of today. We are who we want to be. And we are the change in the world that we want to see. My name is Spellsync. Thank you for watching. You are watching Gen Scorpio on YouTube, or listening to this in the future. thank you for watching. Have a great day and enjoy this awesome Tuesday.